Hello, Ginger Z here in my kitchen. It's time for Easy Eats, and this one is Italian style. Not just because I've got my new Italian apron on, not just because I am somewhere between 7 and 25% Italian. The Ancestry.com was a little different than the family stories, but because we have Chef Fabrizio Facchini joining us to make vegetable ragu. I'm not going to try to say it because I'll butcher it, but we will ask him, and he's going to bring us all the goods. He's not only just an incredible Italian chef from Italy, of course, but doing great work with Italians Feed America, which we're going to talk all about. Hey, how are you? You're sideways.
How are you?
Well,
How are you, Ginger?
Can you all flip to the other
Sure.
way?
Like
That'd be great.
this. Let's do it.
Yes.
Better?
Perfect. That's
Okay.
great.
How are you?
I am very well, thank you. I have got water boiling. I've got the biggest noodles that I have ever seen. You sent these to me, and I have to say,
Yes.
first of all, it said Dolce & Gabbana on it, and I was like, ooh, what did I get?
So I have a lot of people, they told me, but I didn't know that Dolce Gabbana is make pasta, but they don't make pasta. You know, basically Pasta Di Martino, it's a brand from Gragnano, you know, it's a very old company who's do pasta, and they partnered to do a rebranding, you know, with Dolce Gabbana. So
Got it.
basically, this is only the design. It's from Dolce Gabbana, but the pasta, it's from Di Martino, pasta from Gragnano. So what's that?
And the type is Paccheri, right?
Paccheri.
Paccheri, I knew that, totally knew that.
Yeah.
But it's giant. We had a couple of bags, so we tried it this weekend. It ate like a sandwich. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
as big as my forehead. It's
So, you know, it's a nice pasta because you can do a lot of things with it. And some people do kind of cannelloni also, you know, they stuff it, you
yeah.
know, and after, yeah, it's very nice. You know, you can do a lot of stuff. So we are going to do everything in Italian because I heard that you are a little bit Italian. So
I think I'm at least a quarter. I mean, that's what it seems like. But you know how those the percentages on your ancestry or the 23andMe? It tried to say I was more Spanish, and I was like, my grandpa's from Sicily, so I think that was not Spanish. But I think it gets confused. So I just want to put on. I'm going to pin the comments so everybody knows what we're making, and I put the Italian name there. So how about you say it for us? What is the name of what we're making?
Okay, we are going to do pasta pacchero, okay, pasta paccheri if you want, al ragù di verdure. Dunque, basically what's gonna, it's a ragù, you know, ragù like bolognese, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, but someone told me that you love vegetable.
Yes.
Okay, so instead to use the meat, we are going to use some other kind of ingredients, okay?
Like meatier vegetables.
Yeah, let's do it with a lot of vegetables. So I choose some eggplant, some zucchini, some bell pepper, you know, some spinach, you know. We will have also nice basil. This is the nice basil. It's coming from my garden, you know.
Mine too.
You see? So it's good. Perfect. It's better when you grow it, you know. And naturally, we are going to use one of the greatest tomato that we have in Europe. Okay. Today I'm going to use wow. Oh, I have a funny story for you regarding the can that you hold in your hands. Okay. So basically it's a San Marzano. Okay. Inside, but you know, there is no brand because that's the greatest tomato represent, you know, all the tomato from Europe. Okay.
Right. So it just
So it's
is
not
the greatest tomato from Europe, like bar none, greatest tomato.
Yes, basically, yes. But in the can that you have, especially, it's a San Marzano PDO, so a DOP, okay? So it's one of the greatest tomato that in Italy is grown near Naples, in the region of Naples and Salerno, okay? And it's the place where the area of growing that, it's called Agro Sarnese Nocerino. Okay, so this is basically the area where they grow the San Marzano. The San Marzano, it's like a plant tomato. Okay.
Yes.
So, but in Naples, they are used for pizza, for pasta, for ragu, and so today we're going to use that tomato because I love it. Okay,
Yeah.
I love it for many reasons. You know, it's a special tomato that is especially grow for be canned. Okay,
Right.
you can eat.
Like it's made to be a canned tomato. It is not made to be eaten fresh.
I mean, yes, it can be eat fresh, but when you harvest that tomato, basically, how can I say, at the right moment of the season, you know, it's very mature. You know, a lot of people do tomato sauce and they put sugar because they have a too acid tomato. Usually, we don't put sugar in our tomato sauce in Italy. We use the sugar that the tomato contain. Okay, but for having that, you need sun, you need the good water, you need the good, you need the good ground, you need the good area, you need the
Yeah.
good air, you know, and naturally you have to pick up it when it's mature. If you pick it too early, it's no good.
Right.
Okay,
So these are
so
mature tomatoes. Okay.
yes,
And
so
as
tell
we
me.
get in, so I really have never opened a can this big. So I'm going to open it because I'm going to double the recipe since I have so many tomatoes because I figure we
Okay.
could freeze some of the sauce because my family loves this type of sauce. We'll eat
I
it
mean,
all
you
the
cook
time.
it. If you do a big sauce, you can freeze it. You know, in Italy, usually we do very, very, very big sauce. So, and especially the can that you hold in your hands, you know, they send it to you from LA. And this this can come. Do you like soccer?
Do I like what?
Soccer?
Soccer. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you know Alessandro Del Piero?
No, I don't follow it that much, but
Okay,
I play it. So.
Alessandro Del Piero is one of the biggest football player. I'm gonna
Okay.
say it's like Dan soccer player. Sorry, it's like
Yeah.
Dan Marino and big name, you know, here in US or in football or something like that. So
Yeah.
that can he give it to us and ship it to us because we have it to ship it from LA and we pick up in his restaurant in LA and send it to
Oh,
you.
no
So,
way.
yeah, it's true.
So my
It's true.
can has extra
So
history.
and
That's
you
very
know
cool.
it's one of the players who won the World Cup in 2006. So it's the very famous soccer player in the world.
And it's like as big as a soccer ball, this can. So that makes sense.
Yes.
It's so big.
So
So
I'm going.
I know that you're gonna help me make this. I was reading about how to like should I take first of all, when we make the sauce, are we gonna be making it like in a saucepan? Should I get another heavy pan out?
So what I'm gonna use a classic
Oh,
saute pan. Okay, this is a regular one that we use in restaurants usually,
okay.
and I'm gonna maybe
But if
do
I want to
also
double it,
yes
maybe I gotta do
something.
bigger.
Yeah, you can do bigger. I just opened a small can.
Right.
Okay. And I was cutting the vegetables, so I start to cut the eggplants, basically.
Yeah. I want to see how you do that because I cut the zucchini and I think it's probably chopped too big, but you tell me.
Okay, can I see?
Yeah, hold on. So I did the summer squash and the zucchini.
Okay. Well, you made a lot. You're gonna make. How many people are you?
I mean, we have 5 regularly eating, but
I know.
I
We are
like to
6
freeze
here.
it.
We are
So
six
see, I
people
am
at home.
Italian.
You see? So yeah, you
My
can.
father-in-law's
Yes,
last name is Salerno,
Salerno.
and my grandmother's last name was Pacozzi. So we definitely have it around. Well, Salerno. He's
Yeah.
definitely Italian. But okay, so let's do the eggplant, right? I just have
So
to cut the sticker
I
off.
did some slice like that. Can you
Okay.
see?
Yep.
And I'm gonna do, you know, very, very tiny strip. And when I will have the strip, I'm gonna do some small dice. I'm sorry for my English. I hope that everybody is understanding what I'm saying. So
I
basically, I'm gonna
think
show
you're
to the
fine.
people maybe I do some strip like that, you know, like a French fries.
Yeah.
Okay. And after I'm gonna cut it small dices, you know, like that.
Oh,
So
got
I'm
it. Okay. Because nobody really wants a big chunk of eggplant.
no, and you know, that sauce must be very quick also. So the eggplant with the bell pepper, it's something that it's very, very long to cook.
Yeah.
So if you dice smaller, it's better. So I'm gonna show here
Now,
what I
while we
did.
cut this, yeah, let me see what you've got because I want to see
You
if I
see?
can. Oh, yeah. Okay. I need
Okay.
to make mine thinner.
Okay.
While we're doing this and while I'm cutting, can you tell everybody about Italians Feed America? Because you all have been busy, 100,000 meals already for frontline workers. It's amazing.
Yes, I mean, it's not everything for the frontline workers, but a
Yeah.
lot also for the frontline workers. So, in April, what's happened, with that pandemic, what we did, I called some of my friends, supplier brands, Italian food brands, that I work with, that I know. Some of my friends from chef, I'm part also of the Association Italian Chef of New York. So we are a lot of chef in New York, and we are
Yeah.
very, very, strong together, and we
Yes.
like to help each other and help also the other. So what we did, basically, we create that organization named Italian Feed America, and we collect food. And collecting the food, after we partner with other associations like Feeding America,
Hmm.
WCK Kitchen, the World Central Kitchen from Jose Andres, Feed Albany, and other association. And the food that we collect are redistributed to food pantry and other organization. In ad, our chef from the Association Italian Chef, who are part also of Italian Feed America, were doing a great job, because when the peak of the pandemic was there and all the hospitals were full of people, we sent through our chef a lot of pizza, pasta everywhere in the
Nice.
hospital. So we tried to help as much we could. And it's true that at today we are around 130,000 meal distributed in almost 4 months. So
That's
we are
awesome.
happy. We are happy to do this, and I think that uh, we are lucky to have a roof, to have food, and still have some jobs. So we need to help the others. So this is I think something very important.
Absolutely, and that's the thing is we have so much food waste in our nation usually. In a time like this, I know it's so hard on restaurants and chefs, and so to be able to give back and work, what a
Sure, sure.
wonderful.
We really hope that the situation will change very quick, because there is a
Yeah.
lot of businesses that they are closing. A lot of people, they don't have enough money to eat to feed the family, and it's very bad. It's very, very bad. So
And
we
with
really,
these, with these meals, that's the other thing we've been trying to do. Most this type of meal can be done really inexpensively, and we like to make sure that people know just to have ideas, but also to throw in some fresh vegetables like this, especially when they're in season. They're usually at a pretty good price point.
yeah.
So we're glad to be able to do this too, even without meat. And I've been trying not to do meat for a lot of different reasons here and there. So this is nice to have like an option.
Yeah, this is true. We were talking with a lot of farmers, because I'm part also of the slow food, and basically a lot of farmer had to trash during the pandemic a lot of food, because there is no money. Nobody wants to pay to move the food,
Oh
and when you
yeah.
have fresh vegetables or something like that, it must be very move and very fast distributed,
Yep.
and that was a very big problem, when you have canned food or some other kind of food, that shelf stable, it's
Yep.
okay. But the fresh food, it's a very big problem. It's like you say, it's you have to track it, and many people need it. So it's very sad to it's very, very sad,
Right. To waste it.
so
Absolutely. Okay, so if I'm gonna just do one eggplant, but I have like double
yeah, I
everything else.
think that maybe it's too much, but
Okay.
anyway. So I just did some peppers, okay?
Okay.
I
I
diced it
have those.
like,
I have some bell pepper already cut.
okay, you get it also. So perfect. So what I'm gonna ask you to do, Ginger, it's
Yep.
to turn off your pan, okay? And so I'm gonna take the camera here also, maybe like this, the people can see what I'm doing right now. Okay, here.
And I'll bring this a little closer because I've got my pan that I'm doing my pasta in, but then I'm going to do this bigger one for the
Sure.
sauce.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, we are gonna start first to put the eggplant and the bell pepper inside my pot. So, but first I'm gonna take some garlic clove
Yeah.
like this. For me too, it's good because I have a small pan here. I'm gonna smash it like this. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it in the skin. Okay.
Okay. Oh, you
Uh,
are. Oops. I took mine out. Is that all right?
Excuse me.
I took mine out of the skin. Is
It's
that
okay.
okay?
You can do it like that also. I leave it because after we are going to remove it, and we call in camicia in Italian, so that means that in the shirt, so it stay in the shirt, and I'm going to put my garlic here. My pan, it's very hot, starting to be hot, and I put some olive oil. You see here, okay. So you can use a nice olive oil from Italy, but you can use also, there is very, very good olive oil from California.
That's what I've
So
got. I've got a Californian olive oil. So.
that's good. So here, don't burn the garlic, because when you burn the garlic, it gets a bitter taste, okay? So make sure that the garlic, it's there, and don't burn it, and only give the flavor to the oil, okay? So what we are going to do, we are going to add now the diced eggplant.
Oh, but keep
No?
the garlic in, right?
Now keep the garlic in. After we
Yeah.
are going to remove it, okay?
Okay, but how much? So I have way too much eggplant. How much should I use
Yeah.
for a double batch?
You know
How
what?
much?
I think that you should use a third of this.
Okay.
Either you have a big. Yeah. Can you go ahead? Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Yes. Yeah. If you want to put another handful, because you are many people, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna come to eat with my family, so we are 6 people. I will be there at 6 o'clock tonight. So okay. So I think that it's fine. So you can turn on your heat pretty high.
Yeah, it's up.
And we are going to add also some of the bell pepper. Okay.
Okay. And so I also cut a ton of that. I have 2 full bell peppers. Should I not do 2?
No, I think that it's a little bit too much. Okay.
Or like
I
that,
think
maybe?
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So let's cook. The most important, you can remove the skin of the bell pepper if you want. I like to keep the skin when it's diced, tiny, but you don't have to remove the skin. The most important is to make sure that the eggplant is cooked. Okay. The bell pepper can be, a little bit less cooked, al dente also. It depends, the taste. But more longer after you will cook your sauce, and more longer, and more your vegetable will be cooked. So
Okay.
I'm gonna dice also my zucchini. Here I have a squash, a yellow squash, and I have a regular zucchini.
Yeah.
Did you dice it, or did you make some round? Okay, you diced it. Perfect. So you already did your prep. You did your homework.
Yeah, I was doing my homework so I could really take it all in. And the nice part about Instagram now is when we do these live, all these people that are watching can ask questions. So if you guys use the question mark in the bottom left of your screen, I will be able to put them on the screen, and then we can have Chef Fabricio answer them for us, which is kind of nice. Can we purchase, somebody wants to know, can we purchase the can of the greatest tomatoes ever in New York?
Yes. So you will not able to purchase the greatest tomato, because, like I say, it's not a brand. It's a campaign sponsored by the European community and the 2 associations, the ANICAF and Universal Marketing, who is taking care of the marketing all over the world. But you can buy naturally tomato, San Marzano tomato, real San Marzano tomato. You can buy also classic San Marzano. I don't want to say brand, because I'm not here to say brand. But if you go in some Italian store, usually as soon you see the label product from Italy or PDO, it's the DOP, like we say, it's the label of control, from the European community that they give. Like the San Marzano, it's a PDO product, and some kind of pasta, like the one that we are going to cook also, it's a PDO, an IGP, sorry. So you can buy it in different, you have the blue label. You see the small blue label down? Yeah, this is the PGI, IGP in Italian. So it's
Okay.
another level that it's a proof of quality and also where it's produced and how it's produced.
Yeah. Let me take you over here to show you what's going on. I think I'm cooking up pretty nicely.
Yes, yes. So yes, mix it again like that, and let's cook a little bit more. What we are gonna do, I'm gonna take also my apron and my pasta. So uh, like this, I forgot to put my apron. So I'm gonna take my pasta here, my paccheri.
Yep.
I have so basically we have the boiling water, okay, going on. We put some salt in the water.
I did.
Okay, usually we put, I put 10 grams of salt per liter of water. You know, this is something some people ask sometimes. So, okay, let's put this. And we are gonna do some, so we are gonna take care, so the water is boiling also, my water is boiling. That kind of pasta is gonna take like a 13 minutes to cook. Okay.
Okay.
So what we are gonna do before we drop the pasta, we are gonna take our tomato here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take. So you have too much tomato in that big can that you have. So
Yes.
here I'm gonna do it like that. Okay, I'm gonna transfer my San Marzano here.
Okay.
So and you see the San Marzano. I'm gonna show to the people. You know, it's like a plum tomato. You see this?
Yes.
There you go.
Yep.
So, and you can use a food processor, you know, like a that one, or
If you missed
it's,
it, this is the giant can.
yeah, take maybe like a third of it, you know. And what we are gonna do, Ginger, we're gonna use our hand, and we are gonna crush the tomato with our hand, okay, like this.
Like that much about, or should I do a
Yeah,
little more
that's
since I
fine.
did more? No, that's good.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think for me.
And then
So
smash it.
yes, with your hands like this, and our bell pepper and our eggplant are roasting very well. Okay,
Good.
so I'm gonna remove the garlic
Okay.
and okay, let's mash. So you see here you have all the juice of the tomato. You have some chunk of the tomato.
Yeah.
Okay, some people remove the seed. I like it like that. You know, this is up to you. I think that let's keep the tomato the more natural we can. And we are gonna add now the zucchini.
Okay. What are you cutting now? Sorry, I think I missed it.
I'm adding the zucchini in my pan. Okay.
Okay.
So we put the zucchini after because naturally they cook pretty fast, and I like it al dente. Okay. But this also, again, it's something you know. The taste, if you like it more cooked, you're gonna put it a little bit earlier. If you like it less cooked, you know, this is depending of how you like it, you know.
Okay.
And here, I don't know if you can see here. So, and you can smell. I don't think so, but smells very good. So here, okay.
And I already have the smell has now started to go through the house. So the dog has come over. My little boy already peeked in to see what's going on.
How many kids do you have? Three?
Two boys.
Two. Oh, okay, I have two girls and two boys.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, you have four.
I have four. Yeah, four.
Oh, that's beautiful.
They are very nice. They help us a lot because the last one was born here, Romeo, and he's only 18 months. So the other one, Noemi, she's 16.
Yeah.
Matteo, he's 14, and Victoria, she's 11. And but the small one, it's only 18, and he's the little king, you know, in the house. You know,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
it's a baby boss, we call him. So okay, so I put my other vegetable in it. what you are going to do, I'm going to take some salt. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Some fresh pepper. And we are going to let cook our vegetable. And we are going to drop some pasta in our boiling water. So that pasta, make sure that you stir in the water because it can stick in your pot.
All right, that is on.
So let's cook. So we are gonna let it cook. Like I mentioned earlier, the pasta, that one is 13 minutes. So, but what we are gonna do, we are gonna remove it when it's very, very al dente because we will finish to cook in our ragu, okay? Our vegetable ragu. So here we can smell our vegetable roasting. I have also white wine. You like wine?
Do I like? Oh yeah.
Wine? Yeah. So here I choose to do this. I choose Pinocchio. It's a verdicchio from a market. It's on the east coast of Italy. Okay, so it's a verdicchio, and we are gonna take a big glass of white wine. Okay.
Yeah.
And some is gonna go here, like this. Okay, and you keep the rest for you and salute. Okay.
Like that.
Well, you can do it like that.
Straight bottle.
So I'm gonna
I
show.
did already sip it. I sipped it. Not gonna lie, just to taste. I wanted to make sure it was okay, you know.
Yeah. So where is my okay?
And
So
that will
I
just
hope
help
that,
deglaze the pan, right? Because we've got some bits going there.
so we are gonna deglaze. You know, doing that operation, we deglaze the pan. We are gonna have all the flavor coming. You know, but what we need to do before we put our tomato, it's make sure that there is no more alcohol. So we are gonna let evaporate all the alcohol that is in the wine. Okay.
Yeah.
And when you do meat ragu, for example, you know, usually you do the same operation with the sofrito and the meat, you know, and usually you can use also some red wine, you know, to do the same operation. Here we're going to use the white wine for the vegetable. So I think my wine is out. I'm going to season again with a little bit more salt, a little bit of fresh pepper. And I'm going to take my San Marzano and I'm going to transfer my San Marzano in my pan. I remove this. So I'm making a mess. My wife is going to kill me with it.
I always make the biggest mess, and my husband cleans, and he says that I have a problem. Like
yeah, me too. So, and what you can do, it's you know, each time you add some seasoning, when you add ingredients, usually you add seasoning. Make sure you don't put too much salt because after it's a big problem to remove it. It's totally impossible to remove it. So it's better to season later at the end to correct the seasoning. So we're gonna leave our sauce cooked like boiling. Okay.
Okay.
The good thing also, and that's why usually we say that Italians say that our tomato is the best. It's not because the way, but there is a very, very big history, you know, since the tomato came in Europe and they were discovered and bring back in Europe. There is also acknowledge how to cultivate and also, you know, when you harvest. This is very important when you have a very high quality canned tomato. It's very important because sometimes you don't need to cook it too long, you know, and this is very important. You can do
interesting because you'd think that the longer the better, but not necessarily.
It depends what you do, you know. But in our case here, you know, we are gonna do a sauce. It's because we are talking, but that sauce can be done in 20 minutes, you know, so very fast, not hour. And or you don't have that acidity that sometimes you have with another tomato, because that quality of tomato is very high, you know. So, and it's you have all the sugar from the fruit, like I was mentioning, that
Yeah.
help you to have a tomato made very very fast, you know. And some other kind of tomato, not only the San Marzano, but we have the Corbarino. We have many tomato that you know, that the cherry tomato are used also, you know, in can, okay, and they are for different use, because not only to make tomato sauce, but you know, I do some gazpacho, Spanish gazpacho, using some canned tomato. So there is many use that you can do with the
Oh,
tomato.
nice.
Yeah, and the soup,
So, because
but
that I'm gonna have to freeze the rest of that because I don't know what else to do right now.
I think,
It sucks so
okay,
much.
that one that you open, if you transfer it to a plastic container, you can keep it in the fridge another 3, 4, 5 days usually. But I think that what you can do maybe it's do another batch with something else, or
Yeah.
like you say, you can blend it if you want, or you know, and freeze it, you know. And that's good. That's pretty much, yeah. That's
It's looking
perfect.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's perfect. That's
And
perfect.
then these are coming together.
Yes. So I'm gonna check my pasta also.
Big old noodles.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're gonna be very big, you know, after you cook it. So
my kids are like most children adore pasta, and so when we got those, they were over the moon. They were like, "Wow, the biggest pasta ever!"
yes, I know, I know. It's very impressive. You know, a lot of people say, "Whoa, they are very, very big," because usually people here, they are used with ziti, or you know, penne, or some short
Yeah.
pasta, you know. And here it's true. But I love that pasta because I do also that pasta with saffron and pistachio. I stuff it. You know, I do a lot of stuff with that kind of. That's why I choose it. And you are gonna see when we are gonna mix it with our sauce, you are gonna have the sauce inside, the vegetable inside, you know,
Yeah.
everything you like, you know, is gonna be inside.
So we have a couple of questions, and if you
Sure.
guys are just coming in, you can ask the chef questions. Just use the question mark on the bottom left. Someone's asking if I'll provide the recipe. Yes, we will provide the recipe.
Sure.
And I'm sure that you do quite a bit on your page. If people want to find you, they just go to your Instagram, right? That they can have
Yes.
on the screen. Okay.
Yes. Yes. They can go on my Instagram, and if you want also help, you know, the Association Italians Feed America, you know, you can go on my Instagram, or you know, only search Italians Feed America.org on internet, you know, and we will be happy that you help us for donation and everything, you know.
Yeah. And someone was saying I use a bay leaf to take acid out. Is that what? But you say you don't even need that, right? With these
The bay
tomatoes?
leaf. So you know, where I put the bay leaf, I put it usually in the meat sauce. I like some bay leaf in the meat sauce, in the bolognese, in the ragu. I put some, but you know, this is very regional. You know, the ragu, the bolognese, it's every region. Sometimes every city in Italy has a different version. You know,
Yeah.
who my grandmother used to put the meat with the bones usually in it. So pork, beef, you know, and she was used to do this. Uh, some other use only ground beef, you know, ground pork, you know, it depends a little bit. So, but I use also to put some bay leaf in my sauce. I like it also.
Yeah. And my husband loves a good meat sauce, but I've been so veg that he was looking forward to this. He's like, I don't care. It's going to taste like meat sauce because it'll be like pasta.
Yes, yes, I know. I'm more also a meat guy than a vegetable. My wife, she loves the vegetables.
Me too. I'm with her.
So what we are going to do now, I don't know if you can see, I have some Sicilian oregano, you know, dry.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know if you can see it like that's better, maybe. You
I
see?
have oregano. I have like fresh oregano in the garden,
Yeah,
and
you
then I
can
have.
put fresh oregano, but in this case, I'm going to use the dry one. I'm going to put a little bit of this one, okay?
I'll just use the dry. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
some, and I even have Mediterranean oregano, is what it says. So,
Yes, yes. Okay.
how
And
much? How much you did that whole thing?
no, no, a little bit of, you know. So I think that if you do like um, a spoon, of
Yeah.
oregano because your sauce is bigger than mine. And I have all my basil. This, people love basil. Okay, so the basil, I'm not gonna be cheap on this. I'm gonna put everything. Okay,
Yeah, I
all the
have a
little.
lot. Yeah.
So there
So
we
I have a
go.
question. I have a question. I had made another dish earlier this week with
Yeah.
Thai basil. Would Thai
Yes.
basil work for this or no?
Yeah, it can work for this. It's different, because the Thai basil, it's good for, like the name mentioned, it Thai soup or, with
Yeah.
coconuts and, curry and some stuff like that. But I like it. I like it a lot also. I
Yeah,
have
because I,
some,
I have our fresh basil from the which I'll use, but it's probably plenty. Now, did you put you just put the basil in, right?
yeah, I just put the basil in, yes.
Okay,
You
let me
see?
do that because I just
Sure,
picked this stuff out of our garden, so I will use the
sure.
big handful here.
So here we go.
Woo!
I'm gonna check my pasta. Can I see? Wow, that's good. That's perfect. So here we go. Okay.
And then should I turn this down? I feel like no.
Uh, yeah, leave it a little bit lower it a little bit. I'm
Okay.
gonna do the same, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Smell pretty good. I'm gonna take a spoon and check the seasoning of my
Yeah, I'm
sauce.
taking a noodle out. And that's the other thing that I always taste along the way. I usually eat more during cooking than I do for meals.
Yeah, that's good. The seasoning here is good.
Yeah.
If you want, I like it also. I used to put some olive oil, spicy olive oil that I do,
Yeah.
that I buy, or I can put, if you have fresh chili, also you can put fresh chili, in it. It depends if you like spicy or not. I'm pretty spicy. I like it, so sometimes I put it. Uh, the
Yeah.
kids like it also, so,
See, my kids, one of the kids likes spicy, the other one not as much.
yeah. Victoria, she's a little bit less. It depends, but
Uh-huh.
sometimes it's strange. She eat like the the hot chips, very hot chips, and sometimes
Yeah.
when I do a sauce spicy, she doesn't want it. She says it's too spicy, so I don't know what to do. So, okay,
Changes their mind.
so this is almost done, and we have the you have the spinach also, correct?
Yes.
So the spinach, what we are going to do with the spinach, we after we finish to cook our pasta in the sauce, we are going to finish with our baby spinach because we don't want to cook it too much. We want it only to finish and have some texture still. So I'm going to do a little cleaning here and take a plate. I guess we're going to start plating soon.
Yeah. And I'll get the spinach next to it, but not ready yet. So how have your children been doing now that, we're kind of deep into this? Is everybody used to it yet?
Sorry, with
With
the
the pandemic.
the pandemic. Yeah, they are sad because they really love the school
I
and they
know.
miss the friends. So we are lucky. I live in upstate, my house and the kids are in upstate. So basically, we have a good garden and they have all the friends from the school that they live around. So now that everything is a little bit calmed down here in the area, they can go out and they can see the friends. But for a couple of months, they were closed in the house and
Yeah.
watching TV and playing with the phone. Nothing really. No
Right.
school. It's a problem. Yes, it's a big problem with all the schools. So
I just
and
added a little bit more salt because I think I undersalted slightly.
okay, be careful. This is good for the people that are watching. Don't put sometimes too much salt because your pasta usually you cook in salty water also,
Yeah.
so it can be over salty if you put too much in the sauce and also
Uh,
in the pasta water. Or is it al
okay.
dente?
Yes, good. I think it's ready.
Okay, so I'm gonna take out also my pasta, and we are gonna. Okay, they are very big. So we're going to show to the people how they are cooked.
They're huge.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
I'm going to take So you see, this is one row. I'm going to show it to the people. So this is here. So
I know I have.
one row and one cook. So they are like double.
They're huge.
So what you can do, you cold it sometimes, you know, and you let it cool, and after you can fill with a nice ricotta and spinach, you know, and use it like a cannelloni.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a ton extra, so that's maybe what I'll do.
Yeah. So I will send you some other recipe if you want.
I'm just trying to get a couple of them stuck on the bottom of my pan. So I'm grabbing those now.
So I just transfer my pasta in my sauce.
Okay.
And we are going to finish to cook it like a couple minutes with the sauce. We are going to saute the pasta. I'll take a spoon to do it. There you go. Okay. I hope everybody can see what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to finish to... So, in this case, I'm not going to use cheese, but you can use a little pecorino, you can use a little parmigiano, it's up to you, you know.
You would mix it into the sauce or just on top?
What I will do, if I have to do it, at the end, after I put my spinach in it, I will put a tiny olive oil and I will put a little bit of cheese and I will saute it, you know, I will melt it, you know, together, you know, mix it together.
And now you want me to put the spinach in, right?
Yes, you can now start to put the spinach like this. There you go. If you want, you can take your olive oil and put a tiny olive oil.
Okay.
And there we go. It's almost done.
It's looking good.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think this is going to make me a hero tonight.
There we go. So I'm going to take a plate.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. And yeah, it's fine. I think that it's pretty good. There we go. That's fine. So I'm going to plate it.
It looks so great. Very proud of this dish.
Yeah, you know, it's very natural. It's summer, you know. You can put, you know, a zest of lemon on the top if you want.
Ooh.
It's up to you if you like lemon. You know, I like dishes with lemon zest, lemon juice. So here, and I'm going to put, to finish it, a little bit of olive oil. There we go.
Yeah.
And our pasta Paccheri Ragù vegetariano, it's ready. So
beautiful. Thank you
same.
so much.
It's the same. Thank you to you. Thank you to you. I hope that you enjoyed the recipe, and I hope that the people discover a little bit about the tomato, you know, the greatest tomato from Europe, you know, and the San Marzano tomato. And enjoy. And if you want a recipe, I will, you know, contact me through the Instagram, you know, and I will send. Or I think that we can put the recipe on GMA, I think, or something like that.
It'll be on GMA's website. We'll put it on this post. Chef Facchini, Fabrizio, I love saying Fabrizio. It's so fun. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for being with us on Easy Eats, guys. If you didn't see it, if you're just joining, please go back and watch. It's delicious. You should. And you know what?
Thank you so much.
Cheers, because I got a bottle to drink. So.
You see, you have also a good bottle, so we are going to drink.
Have a great night.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you. Bye-bye.